What are we talking about today? We're talking about your business plan, your trucking company business plan. Pappy always said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Some of you might be intimidated by the idea of putting together a business plan. Some of that is just the fear of getting started. Pappy always said, when it's written, it's real. By taking your thoughts out of your head and writing them down, it's no longer an idea. You are taking action. Taking that first step to make your idea into something real. That can be scary. This also might be the first time you've attempted to write a business plan. And anything new generally makes you insecure. No worries. I'll take you through how to write a trucking business plan step by step. There will be one of two reasons you need a business plan. The first is just to get your thoughts organized and develop a strategy. It may also help you identify aspects in the trucking business you have not considered. The second is if you plan to seek funding for the business. In this video, we're just going to touch on an overview of each topic you need to include in your business plan. Then I will do a deep dive on each particular header. The reason for this is some of you will already have the answers to certain headers or subsections of the business plan, while others may need help with the whole thing. This will allow you to pick and choose what you need assistance with and help identify which sections or headers you need additional thought for. You can also email info@qpfactoring.com or call 833-ROADHOG if you would like to get the free template for your business plan. My name is Brandon Bennett, and this is Bottom Line Trucking, sponsored by QP Capital. I've helped thousands of trucking companies get started with authority, grow quickly, and operate profitably. In this series, we're going to give you the most detailed information you need to know when starting and growing a trucking company. We're going to give you the step-by-step know-how from setting up your LLC, applying for authority, maximizing revenue, my favorite, signing that direct shipper. And finally, we're going to help you scale the company so you don't have to do everything yourself. So smash that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can get updates when we release a new video. The first header of your business plan is the executive summary. Like I said, I will go into a deep dive in separate videos on each header, but the executive summary is just like it sounds, an overview of the business. This will provide brief highlights of other headers in your plan. Although this header appears first on your business plan, it is often easiest to write last. It contains 5 subsection topics. The first subsection under executive summary is the introduction. Very brief, vital details of business name, size, location, management, and ownership structure. Like I said, you'll get more descriptive on these topics later on in your business plan. The second subsection of executive summary is your mission statement. This section, it is time to sell your vision. This is an action-based statement. What are you going to do and how are you going to do it? The third subsection of executive summary is going to be services offered. What are you going to be hauling and what equipment will you use? Once again, very brief. You will expand on this in the products and services header that will come later. After services offered, the next subsection is summarize the competition. Is it brokers or other trucking companies? Who are you looking to beat? You may briefly touch on how or why you're going to be competitive, but you will go more in depth on this topic in the competitive advantage subsection of header number 3, products and services. The last subsection of executive summary is you're going to state your startup financing requirements. As mentioned earlier, this can just be looking to finance a truck or more complex if you're looking to raise capital for a larger venture. The second header of your business plan is company description. It will contain 3 subsections. The first subsection in company description is company structure. Just like it sounds, in this section, you're going to touch on how the company is structured. Is it projected to be an LLC, corporation, sole proprietorship? Again, we'll be doing a whole video on company description to show you why you should or should not set up an LLC, partnership, or corporation. You'll also address what's the physical location of the business, where will you park the trucks, what is the ownership structure, are you going to be the 100% owner, do you plan on having a partner, how did the company get its name, when did the company plan to open, or when did it open. Briefly describe your projected chain of command. You will take a deeper dive on key employees later in the fourth heading, management team and organization. The second subsection of company description is business goals. Detail the purpose of your business in the short term and what you are trying to accomplish. Be sure to make this realistic. This could be just as simple as you just want to be your own boss, or maybe you're looking to corner a specific market in your region. The last subsection of company description header is the vision statement. Where are you going to take the company in the future? Once again, the goal could be just to stay at one truck, or maybe you would like a whole fleet. What will the company look like in 3, 5, 10 years? You should keep this statement short. It needs to speak volumes without a lot of words. It needs to be passionate, impressive, and memorable. As mentioned previously, the third header of your business plan is going to be products and services. This will contain 3 subsections. The first subsection of products and services is your market overview. You're going to identify your target customer. Let's say you're hauling for the lumber mill. You want to include some statistics about the size, growth rate, and outlook for hauling lumber in your region. This is an opportunity for you to demonstrate your knowledge of the distinctive industry you are in. The second subsection of products and services is target customers. You'll need a thorough understanding of the needs of your customer. Try to identify their motivations. For instance, if you're hauling for a furniture company for a couple manufacturers, and you know they are expanding their facility to decrease production, therefore they are going to have a greater need for shipping services. On a side note, I have a phenomenal series coming up on how to obtain that direct shipper. So don't worry if you plan to just start off, working off the load boards. That's how most trucking companies get their start. Make sure you go ahead and give a little click to that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll be notified when that series hits. The last subsection of products and services is competitive advantages. This is an extremely important segment. This is what makes your company unique from your competitors. This is where you'll make people understand why your company will succeed and make you successful in this market. This is where you make your compelling argument for why a shipper will choose your services over that of a broker or another trucking company. The next header is the management team and organization. Every business starts as a small business and only gets large because of the management. This also contains 3 subsections. The first subsection of management team and organization is key personnel. This is where you take a deep dive on your management team, highlight their key experiences and accomplishments, their position in the company, the duties and responsibilities they will be handling. If you're the only employee or business of the business, fear not. The next subsection will allow you to account for any weaknesses. The second subsection of management team and organization is key partnerships. Most small companies or startups find it extremely difficult to hire full-time employees, so they may use another company to fill in any gaps. For instance, you may not have time to self-dispatch your truck, but you cannot afford to hire a full-time dispatcher for a 1 or 2 truck operation. So you hire Bottom Line Trucking to do the dispatch position for you. You'll need to identify in this subsection who will be your accountant, your mechanic, your attorney, your factoring company. The last subsection of management team and organization is gaps in management. In this section, you will identify any future hires you would like to make and the skills you would like them to possess. You'll explain how this will positively impact the company. So maybe for now you're a one-person shop, but in the future you would like to start outsourcing hiring for some positions that are not your strong suit or you generally dislike. Many people feel this section is showing weakness, but it actually exudes strength. It shows you are realistic and forward-thinking. You can identify your business weaknesses and you have a plan to solve them. The second to last header of your business plan will be your startup expenses. The reason it's its own header on our trucking business plan is most people underestimate certain expenses when starting a trucking company, mainly insurance. You're going to have to account for the down payment on the equipment you would like to purchase, your insurance down payment, all of your licenses and permits, IFTA, IRP, etc. Once again, we will do a deep dive into this section so you can get an idea of what to expect when you start the company. The last header of your business plan will be your financial projections. Here, we're going to break down the projected rate per mile, fuel cost, ongoing maintenance. We will project out repairs and compare them to our projected revenue so we can have a good idea if we are profitable. When doing projections, I like to overestimate expenses and underestimate revenue. You do not want to be surprised with extra expenses or counting on revenue that is simply unrealistic. But wait, there's more. There is one optional header you could include in your business plan. However, if you write an adequate executive summary, it is not necessary. The section is the closing statement or conclusion. You can also put this at the end of your executive summary. Either way, it is acceptable. It can be very brief and is just going to reiterate the opportunity, highlight the key strengths of your plan, and summarize your vision. Once again, if you have any questions on your business plan, you can email info@qpfactoring.com or call 833-ROADHOG. After our deep dive videos of each header and making sure your new business venture will be profitable, we'll go over all the steps to setting up your authority, from registering your business through your state, obtaining your MC and DOT numbers. If you would like someone to do this for you, remember, at QP Capital, one call does it all. From authority application, permits, dispatch, insurance, and of course, managing your cash flow through factoring. There's your bottom line. See you next time.